let's try that again. Hey guys, so I'm really excited. I have an upbeat kind of vlog for today, and I'm super excited because I conquered a huge anxiety of mine, but I'm getting ahead of myself already. So, okay, well, maybe not. Okay, we'll start off with what I conquered. So, I am obviously not in my normal spot. I am at my best friend's house in Louisville, which is so exciting because I drove myself. Okay? I drove myself. I was so proud of myself. Trust me, it's a good chunk of drive. It's hours of driving by myself, and I have this huge anxiety when I drive and when I get in crowded areas, and so I just was so anxious, and the day of I was just like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then I did it, and I'm here, and it was no problem, it was perfect, it was great. So I feel like a strong independent woman now, which is pretty cool. So proud of myself. But anyways, also, I don't think I've ever actually had my hair straight on camera. It looks so weird. I'm I don't know what to do with this. But yeah, this is my hair when it's straight. Ta-da! So I just lost my whole train of thought. I've been shooting footage here and there. I'm on day 3. I came down on Monday. So yeah, this is night 3. And I am scatterbrained. What am I talking about? Anyways, I've been shooting footage. I've been shooting footage of driving on some of the cooler streets. We're gonna go downtown and get some footage of buildings. I believe, don't hold me to this, but we're gonna try to do a review of this face stuff. It's a mask you put on your face, and then you can see my best friend in the whole world. And we're gonna try to do some other cool stuff. The first night we were gonna vlog where we ate. We ate at this really cool Mexican restaurant that I do not remember the name of. And it had we sat outside, and they had little fireplaces and lights and stuff. It's really cool. If I can figure out how, I'm gonna insert pictures right here. Right here are pictures. Will go. If I can't figure out how, then that looked really weird. But so yeah, I've been having a really good time, and I always love coming down here and seeing my best friend and just doing weird best friend stuff, that best friend that you have that you can go any amount of time without seeing, and then you see them again, and it's ah. Yeah. So I wanted to not only talk about my anxiety that I conquered, but I also wanted to talk about my best friend. And for those of you who don't know, I'm 21. I have had the same best friend since I was 5. She stalked me. This is one of my favorite stories to tell. I was outside eating popsicles on my front porch with my mom, and this weird little girl with tangly hair kept stopping her bike in front of my porch. So finally I'm like, hey, what's going on? Because my mom basically made me. Anyways, and she told me that her reflector was broken, and as everybody knows, you can't possibly ride your bike with a broken reflector. So that's how we became best friends. We've been best friends literally since then, so 16 years. It's a long time to be best friends with one weird person. I really hope that we do some vlogging, because I just want you guys to see my best friend, because that'd be pretty cool. Let's see, what else can I talk about? We used to have, I don't know what to do with my hair when it's soft and flat, but we used to do lemonade stands and dog walking and all kinds of weird stuff because we were weird. And sorry, my camera's it's at a weird spot. I'm slouched over sitting on her yoga mat on the floor, and I didn't really have a good place to put the camera as usual, so this is where we're at. And if I sit up tall, it looks nice, but I don't really want to sit up tall, I'm sorry. Let's see, we've been kind of exploring different stuff, different parts of the city, and she's been showing me some cool places, and we've gone out to eat a few times, and it's really fun. I felt like I would talk more about my anxiety, but I guess that's really it. I kind of beat it by driving. I'm boring. I'm sorry, my brain is like vacation mode and stuff. Sorry, I just got a text message, so I'm like, but yeah, I guess I'm kind of working through some personal issues and some stuff that's going on that I'm not really going to talk about yet. I'll probably talk about it at a different time. But it's not obviously not that it's too personal either. Like, I talk about all kinds of stuff on here and have, but it's just that it's not something that I want to talk about yet. But I'm just kind of going through some stuff, so I'm trying to like make myself more independent as a person instead of being dependent on like coming down here. I would always have to depend on someone else to drive me and to do that kind of thing. And so like that was a huge hurdle for me. And like there were so many, as I'm driving, like as I started driving, I got less nervous. I'm like, it's fine, you know, just act like you know what you're doing, act like you belong. And like, it's not that I don't know how to drive, I do. I just get anxious. But I was actually really cool about it for the most part while I was driving. There were a few tears shed, but I was really good. It was actually a fairly simple like drive. I was really worried because once you come into Louisville, there's a big bridge. And it seemed really scary, but it was actually like, you're barely even on it. You just stay in your lane. Like, I'm not going to be doing any crazy weaving or anything. But there was actually so many like detours that happened that made me a nervous wreck. But like, I feel like I handled them really well. Like, I didn't panic. I didn't have an actual panic attack. I just got that like weird nervous feeling. But then afterwards, I was like, you know what? I was cool as a motherfucking cucumber. Sorry, I try not to cuss. I was cool as a cucumber. There, I'll edit the other part out that you don't know what I'm talking about because I edited it out. Anyways, so like the first one was, I was barely even a half an hour on the road. I was actually on the phone with my best friend still because she called me right as I was leaving, and we probably talked for about an hour and just kind of passed the time. But I get, and it wasn't anywhere near a major city. It was outside of a pretty small rural type city, and traffic's completely stopped. So I'm like, well, what the heck, you know? And so I'm in that for like half an hour, and it was just road construction. Everybody was having to get over, but there was no sign. Okay, like when you're driving and it tells you to get over, I'm that driver that gets over right away because I know that if you keep driving, you're eventually going to have to force your way in, and that's annoying, and you should have gotten over, like, you know what I mean? But there was no sign, so I was one of those jerks that gets all the way up to the front and like has to try to get over. Luckily enough, somebody let me in. Like, that was cool. Thank you. Whoever you were, thank you. And then so I'm driving. I get past one of the big cities I was worried about. It was fine. Like, it was trafficy. Hold on. I need water. I need sustenance. Sorry, that was a really close up. But so I get past a big city and I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. I'm making good time. Like, everything's good. And then there's another like slowdown right outside of the big city, and I'm like, well, maybe it's because it's like rush hour and stuff, you know, whatever. My hair, it looks so weird. But so I realized, like, we get down, like I was probably in this one for another half hour. You get down to where traffic is again going over, and I'm like, oh, crap, you know, there was no sign again. And I look as I'm getting over, everybody's being detoured off of the highway, and I'm trying to tell a story and then I'm zoning. Anyways, everybody was getting detoured off the highway, and I look and there was a semi that was actually flipped on its side completely long ways, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So we had to detour off and like turn, and like it's just this big line of cars, and there's another road that we had to turn across. And like the cars, you know, there were normal traffic cars trying to, you know, do what they're doing. So I don't know, it sounds messier, I guess, than it probably really was. But I'm like, oh no, what if I get lost, you know? But luckily it was like a real short detour. Everybody was doing the same thing. So then I get going again, and I hit more road construction, like 10 minutes after getting out of that. I hit road construction for about another half hour, and I'm just like, OMG, like, if I wouldn't have hit all this stuff, I would be there already, and like, but I made it. I did really good. I didn't get lost. Like, I found her house super easy. There was actually construction at the end of her road also, so I'm like, crap, and I don't know which ones are one ways, so I like creeped up to the next street and I'm like looking, and I turned and I got back around and called her and stuff. And I was also worried because where she lives in Louisville, you have to parallel park. Like, I haven't parallel parked since my drive test, but I actually didn't have to. There were 2 spots open, so I just kind of like drove in real fast. But yeah, that's what it's been like so far. I'm probably gonna try to shoot some footage if we go downtown tonight, or if we go wherever we go. I might try to shoot some footage and put it into some more videos. I'm going to insert some footage into this video of just like a little bit of driving in the Highland area. What street is it called? I don't remember. It's this really cool street though. It's full of like bars and restaurants and little shops and stuff. It's really cool. And I got just a little bit of footage of us driving around down there, so that'd be kind of cool. If it doesn't end up in this video, it's because I am stupid or I couldn't get it in there, because I need to speed it up. Like, I don't think you want to watch like 5 minutes of us just like driving through traffic. But sped up, I thought it would look kind of cool to see the different, like, the trees and the buildings and the houses, and I don't know, I'm weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and just keep this kind of a short, well, it's 11 minutes, I guess it's not short. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, just giving you a little update. Hopefully tomorrow we will do the review of the face mask and I'll have it up. But yeah, there's more to come. So I love you guys. Thank you for your continued support, and hopefully I can get some pictures in here that I was just talking about, the place we were eating, and hopefully I put in some cool driving footage. So, all right, I love you guys. Mwah.